Hi, everybody. We're live at Pace Studio on the road here in Chicago at Pallet Sound right now with Cam. Cam, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it very much.
Yahoo!
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time to do this thing immediately after insane chaos at Lollapalooza on show day. And here we are here, and then you got to fly. You got a big day today, so we appreciate you taking time to do our thing.
I mean, playing music is always a fun thing to do. So thanks for giving us a cool space to do it in. And yeah, it'll be fun. Talking about songs. I like doing that.
Yeah, let's talk about music, hang out. And that is what we'll do. We'll somehow get paid to do this.
Yeah.
What an amazing thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to hear a fan favorite. We're going to hear two from the brand new project, The Other Side. And what do you feel like doing first today?
I want to do Diane first. So this is... If you've ever heard Dolly Parton's Jolene, this is basically a reverse of that. So this is the other woman calling someone up and telling her, turns out I've been sleeping with your husband, which sounds like a really heavy thing, but this is what's so beautiful and healing about country music is you can take really difficult situations and put them to a toe tapping beat with some harmonies, and you get to, sing your way through it. And, this is Diane. I promise I didn't know him. I'd rather you hate me than not understand. Oh, Diane. You pick Thank you.
Man, is this the arrangement that you're singing in today and performing in today? Is this a long-standing working relationship between all of you? Because I mean, the way that
I met him on the way in is so wild.
Kim and the Simon vocals all sort of just adhere together.
Yeah.
You guys sound wonderful together.
Thank you. I mean, we've been practicing, but they're really talented. So I've known Simon a while, and these two actually just met pretty recently. We've been singing together for about almost a year, and then just met Christian. So it's been fun. You know, kindred spirits find each other.
Yeah, this is fun. I would rather be no other place. I really like being here with you guys right now.
Thank
I've got
you.
goosebumps right now all over my arms. That's how I know it's good. So Cam, I mean, you've written for some of the biggest artists in the world, and done a lot of that writing. Is it always evident to you when you write a song that it's going to be, this is for a Cam project, this is for an XYZ artist project? Do you always know, or do you just kind of write things and figure out where they land?
I'd say mostly I just am really lucky to end up in rooms. And like for the Miley one, I was in that room and Mike Will was like, you know, working on this Bangers album, and this is before she sort of went left turn with like the tongue and the full thing. And I was like, are we writing The Climb or what are we doing? And he's like, you just do you. That's the best thing I can get from you. And so I went into the booth and started writing this chorus top line about a guy that I had been seeing that it was just not going well. And that ended up resonating and working. And with Sam Smith too, when I showed them like what I was working on, like this idea that I had for Palace, kind of like this Billy Joel, you know, in every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong. But I'm really into psychology, so it needed to be in your mind. Like I had pieces of this idea and brought it in. And when, like I was saying earlier, like kindred spirits, like when your road just somehow intertwines for however long, it lights up something in each other, you know, and it makes sense to collaborate or create something together. And it's lucky, and it doesn't always work out like that. Sometimes you bring things in and they don't light up, but those ones worked out. I'm really happy they did.
But you can, I mean, I tend to be able to tell when that chemistry is going to be there. I mean, I can tell within, 30 seconds if it's going to be a good fit or if it's going to be
or like you
little weird.
You like them and you like their voice and kind of, you know, what they stand for or feel like, you know. Like mostly I write my own songs, but I took one of the songs on the other side from Harry Styles co-wrote it with Lori McKenna, who I adore, and Tyler, and I feel like, Kid Harpoon, Tom's on that
Shoulders?
one. No, Tyler Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, that'd be amazing. I'll have to steal one of his soon. But I just love that group, and I love those people, and I feel like I kind of knew going into it when I was listening to it. It's like, of course they're hitting this note, like this emotional note that means something to me. Like, because I just think music, when it connects with people, maybe this is naive or whatever, but I just think there's something in your humanity that sort of resonates, and you see yourself in them as people and their experiences, like, and then it just comes out in the music. So I think there's something to be said about when you have a feeling like it's going to work out. Sometimes I'm just really hoping it's going to work out. Like I've got one where I'm just like, right now I'm like, please let it work out. But I mostly just try and write whatever like I feel in my stomach, and then at one point or another someone else is interested or I'm interested in finishing it.
Yeah, nice. I don't think that's naive at all. I mean, it's, the purpose, I think, the why we're even here is to connect with each other, and if you can get that for a second or if you can get that for an entire afternoon, that's
Amen.
what makes the rest of going to the gym and getting the groceries and all that bullshit worth it, is if you're able to actually connect. And so, I don't know. I feel connected right here, right now. Thank you for doing this. And there's still a lot of your music to be shared with the internet. What's coming up second today?
We're going to play Till There's Nothing Left. And this is like, I love this jam. I feel like there's something I was supposed to say about this song. I was like, what is it that I'm supposed to talk about? But there's something about, like, we just came off stage, by the way, from Lollapalooza, so I'm like brain fried. It was incredible watching that crowd. But this song, just from like the second we wrote it. Like I went in to go, I mean, this is a good example of not going exactly how you thought. I went in to write the song with Tyler Johnson and Hillary Lindsay, and we just didn't come up with anything that day. Like I went back to the hotel being like, well, that was a bust, you know? And I got a voice note like later in the evening, and Ty and Hillary had been like messing around, drinking wine, and like Hillary was on the drums and she's playing this beat and like la 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 dum dum. And it sounded so like, that's like the thesis statement you need. You need some vibe that you can build the rest of the song around. I was like, there it is. We got it. And by we, I mean she got it. And then the next day we got to go in and finish it. And it's just like this full, whole love, you know, like just giving everything you can to someone and wanting to like, just picture like, you know, high school when your boyfriend's leaving for college the next day and you're just like, I just don't ever want to leave you in this night, you know, that type of feeling. So bottled it up and put it into Till There's Nothing Left.
To steal every breath of fire from every star in the southern sky. Wanna lay down in the dark, take a match right to your heart. I wanna hide with you in the rain, in the eye of a hurricane. I'm gonna call it for what it is and give you everything I got to give. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. Me and you in the backseat, driving me crazy, killing me, baby. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. The window's up, spending all my love, praying God don't save me. Till there's nothing left. Keep me locked up in your eyes before the sun pushes out the night, before whispers in the air. Come on and take me without a care. And I wanna know what it feels like to disappear into you and never have to say goodbye. I'm gonna call love what it is and give you everything I got to give. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. Me and you in the backseat, driving me crazy, killing me, baby. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. The window's up, spending all my love, praying God don't save me. Don't wanna go yet, Romeo and Juliet. Sunrise feeling like a final sunset. Ooh, baby, driving me crazy. Windows up, praying God don't save me. Don't wanna go yet, Romeo and Juliet. Sunrise feeling like a final sunset. Ooh, baby, driving me crazy. Windows up, praying God don't save me. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. Me and you in the backseat, driving me crazy, killing me, baby. Till there's nothing left, till there's nothing left. The window's up, spending all my love, praying God don't save me. Till there's nothing left.
Thank you, thank you. That sounds wonderful. There's, yeah, I'm just a huge fan of the vocal harmonies that you're putting out right now.
I love them too.
Yeah, yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
Oh my God. I grew up in children's choirs and like, I think my ears just forever like
how many harmonies can we put on whatever?
Well, I'm glad that you said that was actually exactly what I wanted to ask you. Is that the children's choir background? Is that primarily where you feel like you got the spark and the training for what you do now, or was there family influence, church influence additionally?
My dad always sang around the house. My mom did too. My mom blasted music like all the time to wake us up. Like we had a little old stereo, and like I remember the stack of CDs, like learning how to do that because she loved listening. And my dad was a great singer. Like no one was professional musician. They were all, I mean, everybody was pretty practical about how the odds of making it and what you would need to do to support yourself. So I really just thought of it as a hobby and did children's choirs. And then like back before it was cool and in movies, started a cappella groups. It was like a very nerdy, like, and then did
I feel like
other
maybe a
things.
cappella is still not cool.
No, it's really not. But every now and then people are like, oh, like pitch perfect. And I'm like, I mean, kind of like pitch perfect. But, yeah, and I did psychology research like until I was 24. And then around then I sort of like hit this wall. I had applied to a graduate program at Georgetown, and I went and interviewed, and it was like just not quite the right fit. So I wasn't going to get in that year, and like I was going to have to reapply to some more schools the next year. And I was like, do I really want to do all this again? Like I'd been making music on the side like independently, and just like my sister was always like, it's so weird. You have something that you're really good at and know that you love. Why aren't you doing that? And I finally was just like, went to my head of my department there at Stanford. I was working for Jeannie Tsai at the Culture and Emotion Lab. And she's the only person I knew to ask for advice. I didn't know any musicians. And I said, what do you think I should do? Should I do psychology research or should I do music? And she was like, picture yourself 80 years old, looking back on your life. And what would you regret missing out on? Psychology research or music? And it really drove it home. I was like, oh my God, of course I would regret if I didn't even try music. Like even if I failed, like I gotta try. So I tried, and thank God it worked. So yeah, she doesn't, funny enough, she does not remember that conversation. I saw her since then. I was like, you changed my life. She's like, you're kidding. I don't remember that conversation.
But, and also, I mean, by choosing music, you're kind of choosing both music and psychology research. I mean, it is both things. You
Right?
get to interact with your audience all the time. You get to see how people behave in that environment.
very
When
true.
you're changing their mood by the vibrations that you're putting out.
Right?
Psychology research is only psychology.
See,
That's not music.
I should
You
be
chose
getting
both.
grants for this research is what I'm really thinking. NIH should be paying me to do what I do. I would love to do more things that involved, I think, research and psychology and music, because they are very overlapping. I did give, you guys are going to slow clap for me, but I gave a TEDx talk. We have a thing where we slow clap when anyone humble brags about themselves. Thank you. I gave a TEDx talk. Everyone go watch it, about music and emotions. So it means a lot. And I think when you're writing music, like we were saying, like that kind of connection, and where are you writing from and what are you writing to, and where, that for me, a lot of that touches on some of the same colors and spaces that you're swimming around in when you're trying to understand and measure things in psychology. So here it is.
Absolutely. Do you remember what was in some of the CDs that were in your mom's stack of CDs?
Ray Charles and Tom Jones and the Byrds and Patsy Cline. And I mean, my dad was like Canned Heat, Jefferson Airplane. And
Nice.
yeah, I mean, like we also just listened to a ton of, Disney soundtracks. They indulged us for sure. Joni Mitchell. Got really into Cat Stevens for a while during that phase. You all know that phase. And Bob Dylan. It's so funny. I remember being in college and being like, Mom, have you heard of Bob Dylan? And she's like,
Do you know about this dude?
yeah, I was making quilts, smoking pots of Bob Dylan like way before you. And there's something really special about the internet too, like that everybody gets to find the music at the right age you need it, It's pretty cool.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing your music with us here today, and there still is more to be shared. What do you feel like doing third today?
Let's do Burning House. Yeah, this one, I'll tell you the story behind it. I, in college, was dating a guy on again, off again. Very formative relationship. Like,
just really loved this person. And like, I burp the way I burp because of him. Like lots of, like, I learned how to code in R, which is a really nerdy thing to say as well, from this guy. And I didn't know how to handle when you care about someone, but you just know it's not 100%. So the only thing I knew to do was to just obviously break up with them in a really horrific way. You know, like instead of just like, I can't be with you. So, and I didn't know how to handle it. So I broke up with him in a really not nice way to save myself instead of being nice to him. And a few years later, I was going to see him at this party, and I wanted to like not get back together, but just let him know that I knew that that was just like the wrong way to handle it. Like you could treat someone so much gentler, like, and kinder to honor what you had and also break up, which is a very mature thing that I was not capable of. So I was like preparing my apology like the night before. What was I going to say? How was I going to say it? What do you like? What I say? Like, do you want to go get coffee? You know, what was it going to be? And I was kind of churning on it. And I think it, you know how it sort of seeps into your dreams when you're thinking about something too much. And that night I dreamt that I was running through this field towards this like 1800s farmhouse, and it was on fire, and there was like the emergency crews, and I get up closer and everyone's like, it's about to come down. He's in there, meaning my ex. He's in there, but he's trapped. We can't get him out. It's too late. And I run past all them into the house, and I find him, and there's like a beam sort of like trapping him. So I try and get him out, but I can't. And the house is about to come down. And instead of leaving and saving myself, I lay down next to him and put my arms around him so he doesn't have to die alone. We go together, which is like, you know, in real life, I chose to leave. And in the dream, I'm like staying, you know, to remedy my guilt, I guess. Which, speaking of psychology, I met because I've been playing this song for a while now, obviously. I met a gal who at a show, she said, you wouldn't believe it. I've been having that exact same dream, repeating it. I've been going to therapy for it. And I was like, oh my God, save me the money and tell me what they told you. And she goes, it means there's something in your life that you cannot fix. And you have to accept that. And that, what a thing. I mean, still working on it. But for whatever reason, I hope people, you know, you hear what you need to hear in this song, but I like telling that story. So this is Burning House.
I had a dream about a burning house. You were stuck inside, I couldn't get you out. I laid beside you and pulled you close, and the two of us went up in smoke. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you until this dream is gone. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, I see you at a party and you look the same. I could take you back, but people don't ever change. I wish that we could go back in time, and I'd be the one you thought you'd find. Love isn't all that it seems. I did you wrong. I'll stay here with you until this dream I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. And I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house, the flames are getting bigger now. In this burning house, I can hold on to you somehow. In this burning house, oh, and I don't want to wake up in this burning house. I've been sleepwalking, been wandering all night, trying to take what's lost and broken, make it right. I've been sleepwalking, too close to the fire, but it's the only place that I can hold you tight. In this burning house.
Cam, thank you so much for coming through and doing this. And Kim, thank you so much. Simon, thank you so much. You guys sound tremendous together. Christian holding down the percussionless rhythm section over there, man. I really, really appreciate it, man. It's a total pleasure to see people who have clearly dedicated everything about their professional lives and their spiritual lives and everything to this pursuit. You guys, I mean, it's evident, and you guys
Thank
sound
you.
wonderful. So thank you so much for
Appreciate
coming
it.
through, and best of continued luck on the other side.
Heck
And
yeah.
I will be doing this for the foreseeable future. So potentially we cross paths in a year, 18 months or whatever, and I'll see you, I don't know where, but somewhere next time.
Yeah, I know you guys move around, huh?
We do now, yeah. Since the
Fun.
pandemic shut down New York and Atlanta, we
Right.
hop around and we'll go, I don't know,
Cool.
Park City.